welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
I have exorcised the demons.
You know, for Mini Moon, we were talking about trying to get you like an intro, and now you're just making up. You just have random ones every time, and I appreciate it.
Yes,
honestly.
I panicked because I really didn't have a good one for this one. I came up with that 2 seconds ago.
You could have said it's electric boogie woogie woogie.
Redo it.
Okay. God.
All I could think of was the shitty electricity based like supervillains.
Oh,
It's all would pop into my head for some reason.
Yep. That's fair. But next time, it's fine. It's fine.
Like underwear on test day.
Anyways, welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are back. If you are a new listener, we appreciate you giving us a listen. Make sure you're giving us a like, giving us a follow, giving us a share to your friends and your family that don't mind us saying the F word a lot. If you're a returning listener, we appreciate you giving us a listen to. We appreciate all the support you've given us over the years. We have finally, actually, for the first time, hit over 1,000 streams in 30 days. So that's the first time for that. And we done it. We done did it.
We done did it.
Done did it.
Done did it.
Let's some applause here.
There we go.
It's from us to us. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Just like all my Valentine's Day presents from me to me.
Hey, dude, nobody loves you like you love you.
That's right.
Just saying. That's why I always buy myself a gift for my birthday.
Aaron and I used to do Valentine's dates together.
Yeah.
You should talk to John.
No. Don't put this on me.
Don't put that old evil on me, Rick and Bobby. Oh, man. So, yeah, if you're a returning listener, we appreciate all the support. Obviously, us hitting over 1,000 streams for 30 days is a pretty big milestone for us. So, because of the support you all given us and because you guys keep listening to us for whatever reason that might be, we just want to say we appreciate you. So, thanks for that.
Thanks, guys.
And we're going to keep doing stuff. We're going to keep making improvements. We're going to be changing this room up here soon. So, be prepared for that if you're watching on video. If not, you should watch us on video. We're actually on YouTube.
Yeah, you guys really should watch us on video. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We do a lot of fucking hand stuff, you know, and
I don't say hand stuff on the internet.
Thank you. It's not bad.
it's not
also,
bad
if you're gonna
until you make it
be
that.
a good fucking salesman.
It sounded fine until you said
It
something
didn't
about
sound
it.
fine. Nothing you said sounded fine. Oh
No.
You know, we have a YouTube. You guys should check it out. You're coming off very used car salesman. Okay. And then the hand jibber on top of it.
I'm getting a lot of...
Did you say the hand jibber?
Hand jibber.
For those listening that are personal friends with us,
stuff.
You know the tale of the hand jibber. And if you don't, go to Patreon. We might talk about it one day.
This is what happens when we start after 8. Ben gets feisty. It's a spicy Ben.
It's been after
I'm also really upset that John's not here because I did listen to that episode where the viewers and listeners were instructed to visit my DMs and what have you. And one, nothing came through my DM, so I'm a little upset. And then two, I'm also upset that you tried. You son of a bitch.
Yes. Excellent. So anyways, for those that have been supporting us all these years, we do appreciate it. So thank you. Of course, you get your forehead kisses. There you go. So yeah, of course, give us a like, give us a follow though. I was looking at the stats, because obviously hitting over 1,000 is actually a pretty big deal. But I feel like 65% of our listeners don't follow us, which is wild.
Yeah, that's a big thing. That's common, you guys really should.
Oh my goodness, what is? Okay, you could have given me a warning.
There you go.
Would have muted you.
I didn't know. I didn't know the leg was that much in the way.
Yeah. It's a problem that I constantly have. Anyways,
yeah, we talked about that last time because I used to do that, just not following stuff. But it makes things so much easier if you enjoy the podcast. And it helps us out a lot.
It does
because we'll be able to do cooler stuff. The more people that start tuning in. Which has over 1,000, like I said, that's
it's
awesome.
Wild.
So we'll be able to do some pretty cool things. And if you just follow us, not only does it's good for like just getting updates on us, but it switches your algorithm, so it'll start suggesting other things.
Yeah, fucking well. If you follow the Required Taste podcast, we will be able to afford to have DJ's car running on all 4 cylinders.
There's only three.
There's only 3 cylinders.
Oh wait, there's only 3.
You can buy me a 4th cylinder. I'm not opposed to that.
I'm gonna give you just a cylinder.
Yeah, here you go. There you go.
I'll take a cylinder.
It's possible.
You know,
it's possible. We were at the car show in Griffith for Rock and Rail Fest this past week, and when I ran into you, I'm like, man, where's your park at? Oh, just down the street. Like, dude, the car show is massive, man. Did you just sneak your car into the fucking car show?
I just parked in between the sidewalk.
It was in the trunk of a GTO.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my escape car. It's like having a fucking escape pod and shit. Jeez, man. It would have been funny though. Like, we were coming to with various theories on how to make your car fit into it. We're just gonna put
there's a joke in there about it being a Mitsubishi.
Yeah,
and then the planes, the pilots, and the Japanese having no plan for escape.
Not at all, actually. And if you want to hear more about that, listen to our episode about the Great Mariana Turkey Shoot. We covered that, actually. So we're covering what we're referring to. It's actually a really good episode. You should definitely check that out. But yeah, we're talking about putting a V8 drink underneath your hood.
Oh my god! What movie is that from? When they run out of gas and he puts something else in his tank and it makes his car go super fucking fast.
I think it was Moonshine, and I can't remember.
It's a ridiculous movie. Yeah,
I can't remember what we were talking about, but I remember the reference though.
You just put some Red Bull in my car and it
actually takes off. Jeez, man, I've driven your car. That thing is not fast.
Well,
it's sketchy.
What's the slogan? You'll grow wings.
It'll grow something, maybe an extra cylinder.
Yeah,
Jeez, you know what's funny though? Even though your car is what it is, it still wouldn't have been the worst car there because there was a Cybertruck there, and I'm still mad about it.
Yeah,
really?
in the show.
In a show?
Yeah, read the fucking room, dude.
Yeah, what are you doing? Didn't it even have a for sale sign on it?
I didn't look at it that hard. It ruined my day because you have these old beautiful cars,
sure.
These beautiful American made vehicles back when they were making these beautiful cars, and you have all these cool cars, these concept cars are there, cool, these people that made these,
Well, that's the thing. There's a whole lot of handiwork going into everything on that line.
Exactly, and then you have some fucking dickhead with a fucking Cybertruck that it just so happened to have a wrap on it, just sitting there, right in the middle of these beautiful V8s.
And it's literally the easiest thing on the planet to wrap too.
Yeah, because
it's all right angles.
It's literally all right angles.
And I don't even hate on the Cybertruck that much. honestly, I can't stop staring at them because they remind me of early video game graphics.
Yeah, PS1 graphics.
I have to stare at them.
It
makes me feel like a young man.
It's Laura Croft's tits.
Yes,
and then that thing.
That's what the Cybertruck reminds me of.
That is exactly it.
Yeah,
and it just reminds me of all the old video games. So I love staring at them, but
like Laura Croft's tits,
like you said,
robot knockers.
I have not heard the word knockers.
Yeah, enjoy that
one. Since middle school.
Oh man,
bringing it back, baby. Can we talk about fucking the Phil Collins cover band that played that night though? Did you stay for them?
I left after because they had a Steely Dan cover band, right?
Yeah, it was Steely Dan, and then Phil Collins ended out the night.
Yeah, I was there for Steely Dan, and then I think I left. I did hear a little bit of that actually. Now that I think about it, but we weren't there that long afterwards.
They played a good set.
Okay.
Honestly, the songs that they played. But that's my first time seeing anybody play In the Air Tonight live, and it was beautiful. The whole crowd, unison, air drums.
So
that's fair.
I have a hot take regarding that song.
Oh God!
And DJ might enjoy this. He might not. I don't care. I have a V8.
And I have all 4 cylinders.
You're sitting right next to me. God. I've never seen you run before, Ben.
You never will.
God damn it.
I'm too old to run. It's gonna be a fight. No, I honestly, God, I believe this. Every cover I've heard, I'm not saying every cover in the world, every cover of In the Air Tonight is superior to Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight.
No. It fucked me up because the first lyrics he was singing, because it's just the keyboard and vocals for the first minute and a half in the song.
Yeah.
And literally the first, when he says, I can feel it coming, he says it the wrong time. And I was like, but they picked it back up, you know.
Okay, but I didn't hear that one. I'm saying every cover I've heard.
Yeah.
So like my main example is Non-Point, because
that's a good cover.
Well, and that song has staying power, I believe. I mean, one, people just love it, but also because of Miami Vice back in the Don Johnson days, right? But the Non-Point did the cover for the movie remake with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. And they redid the song and everything. And I think that, in addition to a couple other covers I've heard, are superior to the original In the Air Tonight.
Okay, I see where you're going from with this.
Yeah. You know,
at no time did I say every.
Yeah, you know,
the ones I've heard.
I can agree with that, because I feel like Phil Collins and that band, like, for them to play that song and play it like perfect, because it's such a fucking like iconic song.
Yeah,
they probably only nailed that song like perfectly a few times. You know,
it was a song I did not care about when I first heard it. Then I heard somebody else do it, and it was just wow.
I did have a thought though.
Okay,
leading to it. So Sunday night, I was driving down Kennedy Avenue. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and a guy on a crotch rocket just fucking zooms past me, doing like 100, and 2 cop cars right behind him, chasing.
Oh, dude, yeah, this guy was on the news recently.
Dude, I was there when the chase like first started, because I watched the sirens flash behind me, and I was like, oh, I'll pull over, and then boom, and he goes down Kennedy all the way down to about Highway Avenue where Growlers is, and then you see the guy on the motorcycle just start doing fucking circles in the street, and the cops are trying to catch him, and they can't. They're just like fucking driving into each other, and then he comes back towards me, and I'm like trying to get my phone. I'm like, holy shit! Couldn't record it, but yeah, he like zoomed past and then just gets on the expressway, and I was like, he's gone, dude. He's gone.
No, they caught his ass.
Did they catch him?
Yeah, the helicopter got brought out.
But I was thinking, I was like, man, because like I was the only one on the road on Kennedy, and like so I just got to see that little fucking moment, and I was like, I changed my answer for the High Speed Chase song. It's In the Air Tonight.
That's fair.
Because if I was riding that crotch rocket, he was probably, the buildup was coming, and then he decided when the cop pulled him over, he's like, I'm not stopping. And then do, and he just fucking jackknifes it, you know?
Dude, the funniest part
is fair though.
That's a good one. The funniest part about that though is if you actually, I saw the thing on Region, the Region News Source.
I didn't check that. Okay.
Dude, his mugshot is amazing.
Really?
I didn't see it.
I was so, because like it was on a crotch rocket, and obviously I didn't see his fucking face.
Well, yeah.
But like when they whizzed by, they were like right by me, and I was like, seemed like a young. I mean, obviously it's probably gonna be a younger guy.
He was.
I think so.
Yeah. Just hot dogging it.
Dude, it was just.
Or Johnny Knoxville dressing up like an old man again.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's his mugshot.
Oh my man. Yep. That makes so much sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
When I seen him, dude, like he drove around in like 4 circles, I was like, oh, he's fucking with him, dude.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, holy shit. And then when he took the straightaway down Kennedy, like those cops could just not keep up with him.
No, the only way you're getting a bike is with a helicopter.
Yeah.
Like, they're too damn fast.
Or if somebody pulls out in front of them.
I had
or that, yeah. There's that.
Hey, it's hilarious when it happens.
I'm so glad.
Like his damn car. It's like DJ just killed a man.
Oh my god, that mugshot makes so much sense. Though.
Yes, it does.
From what I've seen, oh my god,
yes, it does.
DJ changing lanes at 3 miles an hour. Tachometer just pegged.
Wham!
If
he was driving any faster, he would have knocked over my car, like with the wind.
Sonic the Hedgehog style.
All the rings fall out. Just like, fuck! God damn it, again?
That's my mortgage.
It happens every fucking time.
Have you seen NIPSCO prices? Oh, I couldn't.
Yeah, fuck you, NIPSCO. Really.
Honestly, though, with all of my heart,
yeah,
from the bottom of my ball sack, fuck you, NIPSCO.
There's our segue.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah. Unless we got an icebreaker.
No, that's I'm breaking ice right here.
Yeah, from the taint to the top of my head, fuck you, NIPSCO.
I'm putting my ankles in that shit. Fuck you. There's no way.
This shit is fucked up, man. Anyways, We're 15 minutes into it. We might as well dive in. That's a good segue.
Yeah, nice and warm.
Were those your prepared remarks?
No, it's right off the cuff.
It was fucking rhetorical.
It's pure emotion right now.
Yeah, I just paid my NIPSCO bill too. Yeah, they can suck a hold of it. But anyways, moving on. So on the topic of electricity, and before everything, well, actually, no, this was actually pretty evil too. So moving on, we're gonna talk about Tesla and Edison today. So I've been wanting to do an episode about historical people that are just straight up dicks. Like I have a list actually, and I don't know if you've seen like the actual list that I've been compiling in our group list. Hilarious, actually, the people I have in there. Like I added Gandhi to this recently. It's hilarious.
That's a good one.
He is.
No,
oh yeah,
that's a good one.
Oh, trust me, I know. Mother Teresa's on there too. So
Hell yeah.
I believe it. I just don't know as much about her as much as
I've been doing a little bit of research on it. But yeah, the Gandhi thing is a good one. But yeah, be prepared for the episode. I think I might want to do it honestly next if we don't do like a listener.
These people need to be knocked down.
If we don't do like a listener episode, but yeah, I have a list I've been compiling of just people in history that are just pieces of shit, and that need to be talked about.
Yep.
So yeah, Edison's one of them, but we're gonna cross that bridge probably in that episode. This is really just more about the legacy and the history behind what they call the War of Currents. So take you back. I'm gonna go into just a bit of the history about who these people were. Before obviously they met and the War of Currents started. So essentially the War of Currents was to find out what was going to be the thing that powered the world. So it was going to be DC power or AC power. We're going to get into it. So I'm starting with Thomas Edison. He was the older man of the two. So Thomas Edison, born February 11th, 1847 in Milan, Ohio.
I hate that goddamn so much. It's like fucking like Italy, Nebraska, or some bullshit like that.
Milan, Ohio, also known as the Paris of Ohio.
No, remember, there is a Paris, Tennessee.
No, I know.
Yeah,
and there's many Eiffel Tower there.
I made that make no sense on purpose.
Ask me how I know. Anywho, so Edison, when he was a kid, he was actually born partially deaf. Actually, some people believe that he was actually completely deaf in one of his ears, but the corresponding thing I found was he's partially deaf. As a kid, he actually was trying to invent a way to fix his deafness. So he wanted to work with telegraphs. But in order to do that, you had to have audible cues for it, and he couldn't hear that well, so he wasn't that good at it, essentially. So he's trying to find it. What sparked his love of inventing or want to invent things is because he wanted to fix himself, essentially. Or to fix his impairment to do this job. But before that, obviously, he's bad at doing telegrams. He, as a kid, they grew up right next to the train station. So he, as a kid, would sell food and newspapers to passengers on the train. Apparently, he was making like $50 like a week. So he was actually doing
it's pretty good
back then.
I mean, the shit you could get away with back then, man.
Or $50 a month. I'm sorry, I forgot a week or a month. I forgot to that's still pretty fucking good for back then. Especially he was 13 years old when he was doing this, so he was actually doing pretty all right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So he, excuse me, his mother, they ended up moving to moved to New Jersey. His mother did end up passing away, unfortunately. His dad, though, was able to help him finance and build his research facility. So essentially, he was one of the first people to ever actually use or to buy a building with the purpose of using it for research. That was it. That's all they did there was research new inventions. That's it. Or research how to make an invention that they've already done better. Essentially, it was R&D before R&D was even a thing, or was a universal thing for most companies. He kind of laid the groundwork for that, which, as I said before, his dad did help him finance because he was just trying to find something to do, and he, trying to find a way to be successful as an inventor. And as most things go, he had a dad with a little bit of scratch. His dad helped him out. Mm-hmm. Also during this time, something I have to point out is when he was 24, he married his wife, Mary, who was 16 years old. Way to go, Edison. Yeah, prick.
And in the voice of Grandpa Simpson, as was the fashion at the time.
You know what's crazy though too is that when his wife passed away, 2 years later he remarried.
I'm not the least bit surprised.
Yeah, so that's the thing that he did.
What's that? What's that Top Gear meme? I think it's Top Gear. So sad. Anyways.
Yeah, that was definitely Top Gear.
I would say at least the guy from it.
Love those guys. So sad. Anyways. So after his father, of course, helped him discover his R&D facility at Menlo Park, he became known as the Wizard of Menlo Park because, again, he was doing these things that were at the time on the cutting edge of science and just making these crazy inventions, according to what they had at the time. He actually invented the phonograph before the war of the currents even took off. Mm-hmm. So before him and Tesla were trying to figure out what power source is going to be the best or come out to be the primary one. Yeah, these guys, he was already inventing stuff. So he was already establishing himself.
I have 1877 for that.
Yeah, this all
for the phonograph.
Yes.
Yeah.
This all made me think of like the episode we did last. We talked about all the ways you can fucking die in the 1850s. That like evolution created these two fucking super geniuses that was like, please help us save these people.
Or make them die faster. We're going to get to that. We are going to get to that. So on the side of DC current, that's Thomas Edison. So a very, very broad overview of DC current. It only flows in one direction, and it is a steady current. It is never fluctuates. It is the same consistency. The downside of that is that because of how it operates, cities would need a bunch of generators close by in order to keep that current steady. Because it doesn't alternate, it needs a bunch of various generators just to keep that moving at that rate throughout every home, throughout every use that it has,
and transmission loss. So for every foot, so much of it drops off,
right,
and can't be regained. And because they basically would have had to have, and it'd be kind of interesting to see that this version of things go down. But you would basically have to have neighborhood power stations. Mm-hmm. So almost like post offices.
Yeah, kind of.
Is kind of what it made me think of, or schools, even, especially in the more urban areas. So you have the school for this neighborhood, right, and what have you. Same with a power station. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to see that version of the world.
Yeah, that actually. I feel like steampunk just makes me think of that. Like it gives me that kind of a vision.
That's where my head goes, and it's honestly, I'm not even all that plugged into that stuff and everything. That's still where my brain kind of went.
Yeah, I don't know why my brain went right to like BioShock.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Ain't that weird?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. All right. So also, Thomas Edison held the world record for having 1,093 different patents. While I looked at the breakdown of that, I should have wrote that down. I'm sorry I didn't. But a lot of them are broken into like three main different things, though. They're all patents about certain things in three main categories.
Yeah, like the updated version.
Pretty much.
Like Apple patenting the iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4.
In that same vein, yeah.
Yeah. But he still holds the record, though? Does he not?
I do not know.
Okay, because I saw that bit of information, but I wasn't able to find out if it was current.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So moving on to Tesla. So Tesla, born July 9th or 10th. There's kind of juries out on that one. And what is now Croatia. He, again, it was on the other side of the bench. He did AC current. Alternating current is actually what we use now. So alternating current, instead of just being constant, again, very abridged version. I'm not an electrician. I don't understand the shit that well myself. So alternating current, as the name says, it alternates. Instead of going one direction, it actually flow both ways. Instead of it being one constant signal, it actually fluctuates in the signal, allowing for it to be transmitted in further distances with less generators to actually do it.
Basically, there's a gap in the wave, and the opposing side fills that gap.
Yeah.
That was the long and short of it.
You could think of it like AC. It's for big stuff. Power plants, things like that. DCs, like your small stuff that's in your house. You know, your laptop.
Anything with transmission lines.
Things, because we talk, short distances, it only covers. The problem with AC, though, is like you need more voltage, more energy. Probably a little bit more sophisticated system than what they were trying to do when they first started it,
Right.
Yeah. One of the videos I watched on it showed it was heavily implied Tesla was in a park journaling.
Yeah.
And came up with the idea of alternating current and whatnot. And it just, for some reason, it enraged me. I'm like, it must be nice to sit around in a park and have time for inspiration. The early 20th century was nice, huh?
Yeah, it must be nice, I guess.
Yeah, watching two bicycles go by and, I get to change the world.
Eureka! So one of the cool things, and this is like neither here nor there when it comes to like where it places in the story, but I thought it was interesting. In the 1890s, Mark Twain was actually friends with Tesla, apparently, which sure makes sense. Whatever.
I mean, that's very Mark Twain to be friends with a guy out on the fringe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly. So in 1894, Tesla took Mark Twain's picture. And this was actually one of the first pictures ever taken using phosphorescent light.
Oh, wow.
That's just something random I had written down. Thought it was kind of interesting. Figured our listeners might want to know that. So there you go.
Pretty neat.
All right. So as we get into the story, though, so as I kind of mentioned before,
that was the last nice thing we're going to mention.
Maybe. So as mentioned before, Tesla and Edison did work together. Well, actually, Tesla worked for Edison. I'm going to get to that part of the story now. So they were known to not get along. Edison had his own way of doing things. He did own his own company. Tesla was just a dude working there. So to start that off, though, in New York, 1884, Tesla moved to New York to work for Edison's Manhattan headquarters. So one of the stories as to why they did not get along well comes from Edison telling Tesla, hey, check it out. If you are able to improve my design of this DC dynamo, I'll give it $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
And Tesla's like, all right, cool. So he starts working on it. He works on it for months. He keeps working on it, improving. He actually did do it. He totally did find a way to improve on this design.
What year?
This was 1884. Or 1884, he moved to New York. I don't have the year that this took place.
We'll assume it's 1884.
Sure.
It'll be in the right neighborhood. I just want to know.
Oh, for money-wise?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Purchasing power of $1.6 million.
Jeez. No wonder he got pissed. Anyway.
I'd be pissed about the $50,000. $50,000 today.
Yeah. I mean, even $50,000 right now.
Yeah, $1.6 million.
Yeah, you're right. All right. So, as I said, Tesla actually did work on this. Took him a while to do it, but he actually did figure out how to improve on this dynamo. And when Tesla presented this solution, it was like, cool, man, here you go. Like, this is what you were looking for. I was like, this is great, man. Perfect. And then left. And it was like, dude, where's my money?
Thanks, idiot.
To which Edison replied, and this is a quote, Tesla, you don't understand our American humor.
Edison's version of suck it, nerd.
Tesla quit shortly after.
He's like, you didn't get it? I was lying. Idiot.
I'm pretty sure he still kept the design, though. I'm pretty sure he had to have kept that design.
Well, it was invented under his umbrella, so
probably. So again,
there's no way a guy like Edison
didn't use it.
Didn't have those, forms and contracts and stuff like that.
Oh, sure, and intellectual properties.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Tesla quit like right after that. I mean, again, 1.6. That's a big number.
Yeah.
So Tesla, again, knowing, having, coming from an education of engineering, he did again still work under Edison under Edison's company for a bit. So he learned a lot, and he did actually try to open his own electric company, which actually, as you probably guessed, failed miserably. So for a while, he started digging ditches for, I think it was like $2 a week or something like that.
Like literally digging.
Literally digging.
He was
ditches.
literally digging the ditches that the DC power lines were going to be put into.
Fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, your favorite thing to do, man. Dig a ditch.
Yeah, but also for essentially your former boss.
You want it done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Yep. So he started digging these ditches. Thankfully, he soon found backers to support his research. So in 1887 and 88, he was actually able to get more than 30 patents of his inventions. So he started actually becoming an inventor himself. He eventually ended up lecturing at the American Institute of Electrical Engineers, where he actually met Westinghouse. Westinghouse is one of the more important figures in the story too, George Westinghouse. So that's in 1888. Together, they started building power plants in various towns that were not using DC power. So this is where like the big split kind of happens here. So you have George Westinghouse, who's a very wealthy man at the time, backing Tesla. You have then Edison had his own company, but then J.P. Morgan comes in and backs him. So you have these two very, very rich individuals backing these two inventors on what's going to be better.
And just for the sake of bringing it up, because we won't get to it, but because it's kind of tangential to everything. But you also on the outside of this, you have John D. Rockefeller at the same time,
right.
Who his claim to fame is the creation of kerosene. That's what electricity is going to replace.
Right.
So you have these two fighting it out, but they're ultimately trying to unseat the currently the richest man in the world, or at least the nation, but probably the world.
Probably the world.
At the time.
Yeah.
And because he's sitting on his kerosene empire, kerosene and pipeline empire.
Yeah, because you have Standard Oil was his.
Exactly, all at the same time. So this is right after Rockefeller and Vanderbilt and so on and Carnegie, and it's a very interesting time.
Yeah. You gotta
not
imagine,
right after. This is all kind of happening around the same time.
Right.
Yeah, you got to imagine that the whole industrial boom is happening, all that stuff, and these guys, I think, all these wealthy people are realizing like this is where money is going to be for a long time.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So like, how can you maximize profits on something like
the
this,
wheel was reinvented so many times in the late 19th and early 20th century in the United States. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we used to be really cool.
It's amazing, but it's ridiculous.
We used to be a country of inventors. So, and one of the things that, again, like you had mentioned, I actually did have a note about Rockefeller too, because it is important to the story, because now imagine that because at the time Rockefeller had all this money because of Standard Oil, because every home was lit with his oil.
Yeah.
Like every street lamp was lit with his oil. Every business, everything that had light came from him.
Yeah.
You're about to replace that.
Yeah, you literally power the world. You hold the power of the world.
Literally about to replace this man's empire, and he wasn't having it.
No.
He was not a very happy man, but too bad, so sad. Because I have electricity, and I'm very happy about it. Fuck off. So, J.P. Morgan, like I said before, wanted to, but honestly, he wanted to unseat Rockefeller as the richest man in the world. So, he wanted to get into electricity, obviously, because he saw this as the way of the future, which he was right. So he hired, to start off with, he actually hired Edison to light his home. So he replaced all the kerosene lamps in his house with actual electricity, with lights, and Edison did the work for him. That's what kind of started this journey with those two working together. But again, we come to find out that obviously DC power isn't as efficient, but
it was fine in that house.
It was fine in that house, but didn't he have to have a generator put in his backyard?
I think so.
Like,
well, I mean, more or less. In that case, I mean, he would have had to anyway, because the infrastructure is just not there anyway.
True.
So
yeah, that and the size of his house was about the size of a fucking neighborhood block anyway. So
they had 16 Irish boys out shoveling coal in a power station in the backyard. Hi. The winters were cold.
Fucking singing them old sad Irish hymns.
Yes.
I always go back and forth. I'm thinking of Robin Williams now. and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, remember the night you called my wife fat? I knocked you down and I shifted your head away.
Yes. Oh man. So in this era, of course, business very, very cutthroat. Of course, everybody's trying to make a dollar off the back of somebody else. So with the rise of Tesla and Tesla, how Tesla marketed his electricity was actually more of like a sideshow than anything else. Like he was going to various towns and cities doing these displays to show his electricity not only was safe, but what it can actually accomplish.
And that's the crazy thing to think, because I would give anything to be a fly on the wall back then.
You got 5 pence. You got a straw penny.
and you said it, like sideshow.
Yeah.
And everything, like go back to these times and these things that we take for granted right now. I mean, electricity flowing through this thing.
Oh yeah.
And everything, and to be a fly on the wall, DC or AC, whatever, but sit there and I don't know, just hear the things you would hear from coming out of people's mouths.
Oh yeah.
And everything, and trying to understand this, and I don't know.
Because
it would be very interesting.
People are seeing it, but you can't physically see the electrical flow. You know what I mean? So people are seeing this like this is fucking magic.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It's like how many people are accepting the explanation. Versus it's sorcery, or sorcery is a strong word.
He's a witch.
I just don't have a better word for it. But and just not buying it, or it's a parlor trick, or. Yeah, it would be a super interesting time to go back to and watch all this stuff be unveiled.
I'm not going to go back with you, but I'll take your word for it. You got it, dog.
On the northern half.
Yeah, still, you got it, man. Like I'm not. Nope. Nope.
1800s and pretty much most of the 1900s.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm just not doing it. Take your phone with you and record it for me. Just be discreet.
That would be fun in and of itself.
He's a witch. Oh man. So as I mentioned before, this all was kind of leading up to the War of the Currents, because there was essentially going to be a big project coming up. I'm going to get to the nitty-gritty of that in a minute. But the long and short of it is Niagara Falls Power Station. Niagara Falls, obviously the big water. So big water falling makes big power.
Big noisy water.
Big noisy water, big power.
I believe that's the Native American translation for Niagara.
Okay.
Big noisy water.
Not touching that.
Before you mention Niagara Falls, we should mention, because we did a previous episode on it, was that Westinghouse and Tesla actually won the contract to perform and show off at the Chicago World's Fair.
Oh, and I plan to.
Because that was before that.
That was before this. Yeah, okay. I was just saying, like, this is what we're leading up to.
Okay.
But there's some shit that happened before that.
Okay.
So
we don't rehearse.
We really don't. We just fucking go for it. So in order to, because this contract was coming up, so this contract is looming on the horizon. This contract is going to be what powers New York. Like, it's going to power that part of the country, and obviously Westinghouse wants it. JP Morgan wants it. Edison wants it. Everybody wants this.
And New York is going to set the rest of the world.
Exactly, because that's what New York is.
As even pre-World Wars and everything, New York was New York. Fucking York.
Exactly.
Like, even today, but
I prefer Chicago, but still. Anyways. But yeah, so obviously, in order to get this contract, you have to be able to discredit your opponent is what the goal was, because dude, AC Power was winning a lot. So Edison, being the dick that he was trying to essentially scare people away from using AC Power, and he had a few methods for it. So I'm going to go into a couple of those
methods.
Yeah, fucking. So he started just electrocuting animals in public.
Yep. Straight to jail.
Straight to
fucking jail.
So he started, what was it, dogs?
Dogs. I like dogs more than I like people.
I like animals in general more than people. Yeah. So yeah, like it's just
they would just find stray animals.
Yep.
Starve them.
Yep.
At least on one case, but generally starve them, so they would go up to the electrified food bowl and then
yeah, so he just started killing animals in public. Fucking Edison. One of the big examples of this was fucking Topsy, man.
Yeah.
Topsy the elephant. Topsy was a circus elephant that he electrocuted in public and killed poor Topsy. You know what's fucked about that, though? I did not hear about this in any history class, of course. I just want to talk about that. I learned this from Bob's Burgers.
I actually was reading a conflicting story about that that said that wasn't true.
That he didn't kill Topsy?
Yeah, that wasn't true at all. He never did an experiment on an elephant, but there was a company called Edison that had the name Edison in it that was involved in it, and it wasn't Edison, but it was just like one.
Well, it was Edison Electric.
No, it wasn't Edison.
No. I'm talking about
his company, but it was a different company that had the word Edison in it. That was involved with an incident with an elephant.
I know.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
I mean, I know.
It says, yes, the Topsy elephant was a real electrocution that happened. It didn't happen when they said it did, though. So that is conflicting, actually, because it said this happened in 1903. This is already after this already happened.
Yeah, I know there's controversy with the story. I know that. And you are right. People do dispute some of it. But I think the overwhelming consensus is that it happened. A majority of it is the truth.
Yeah.
It's got to be hard to electrocute an elephant to death and have nobody not know about it.
Well, so I'm looking at it here now too. Like it said 1,500 spectators were there at Coney Island Luna Park Zoo, but it wasn't. They said it like it's so okay. Now I am starting to see what you're talking about. Yeah. But the place that says that the MythBusters Topsy story was a no is written by fucking Thomas Edison's education site. So
I really thought you were going to say General Electric.
Yeah,
the evidence was falsified.
Yeah,
that's like Lee Harvey Oswald saying I'm a patsy, but he was a patsy for real.
Okay,
different episode.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But yeah, like apparently Topsy the elephant was actually sentenced to death because she was. I've heard this part though that she was actually just a bad elephant. That she like killed her captors and shit like that. Which I mean, they captured an elephant.
It's a circus animal.
Like they deserve to die in the first place. That was your own fucking fault. Like, anyways, whatever. So Topsy. Not the point. But the fucking dogs and shit, though, like, that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's undisputable. Right. Thomas Edison was out there electrocuting animals. That's why Topsy isn't even a fucking stretch. So whether it's true or not, he was a dickhead.
Yeah. John fucking Wick.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. John Wick. And a time machine.
Yes. Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Much wouldn't
happen. Have AC power now. There'd be no butterfly effect. We're fine. Go back and kill him.
Oh man! So the other story of Edison's power, which again there's conflicting stories about like the company that actually did it, but it was still Edison's fucking idea because he used AC power to do it. But when the New York State Prison the electrocution, when they killed the prisoner. So the story behind that one is that New York State Prison wants to get rid of hanging. Essentially, they want to modernize it because hanging seemed barbaric. Fair enough. So they said, well, we need a new invention to kill these prisoners. What do you got? He's like, I have an idea. I'm going to kill them with electricity.
I said, I got an idea. Barbarism.
So Edison developed the electric chair. He used Westinghouse generators. Yep. So he was trying to essentially pin this on Westinghouse as their invention.
Yeah, at which point Westinghouse basically, I don't want to say sued, but he went through, I think, every form of legal action he could to stop the process.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, no, obviously.
So
but all that to say they were wise to it.
Yeah, of course.
Or Westinghouse
knew about it. Right. So the press were invited to this event and had to witness the electrocution of this prisoner who was sentenced to death.
We got so tame after cable.
Oh, man. Yeah. So anyways, essentially what happened was the electrocution didn't go according to plan, and the man was roasted alive.
Twice.
Mm-hmm. And I can't imagine how bad that had to smell.
I can't imagine how bad it had to feel.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because they flipped a switch. I don't remember how long it ran for, but they flipped the switch. he made his noises and what have you and everything. And I don't think anything happened the first time other than because I didn't write it down, but it was discovered he was alive still. So they zapped him again. And that is when this comedy of horrors happened where what he did, his jacket started to catch on fire. I think he bled from his eyes.
Yeah. I thought he bled from his orifices.
I mean, maybe I remember it being eyes. Maybe
I thought it was all of them.
Maybe it was all the above.
I think it was. I thought it was all, but
none of them you're supposed to have blood coming from. So,
yeah. It's like the scene from the Green Mile.
Green Mile,
when
like
they do the electrician and he forgets to do the wet sponge.
Well, he doesn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, he does it on purpose. He does. It's
the only reason I remember a name like Percy.
Yeah,
but and yeah, because it's like I was telling you guys beforehand. Like it made me think of that whole scene, and it made me wonder was there inspiration from that? I don't know.
I think there definitely was, because like the way they depicted it is like pretty much as close as you can get as a visual representation.
Pretty much,
probably what it was like. You know what I mean? And it was. It was the Green Mile was in the South. It wasn't. I don't know what they did. The first was it in?
It was in New York.
New York. Yeah. So the Green Mile was in the South.
Mm-hmm.
It was called the Green Mile because that was what they painted the corridors for death row when you would walk down.
You're walking down the Green Mile.
Yeah. But they probably definitely got the inspiration to do that whole scene.
I wouldn't be shocked.
You know,
I wouldn't be shocked, but that's what it took me right back to.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know what timeline the Green Mile was in. Honestly,
it was the Depression era.
Yeah, so it was after this.
So yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's probably definitely where they got the fucking.
I would not be shocked because I mean even it.
and that sucks so bad to be the first guy ever. Like, do you wonder if they told him anything?
You're kind of what?
They were like, we'll just sit in this chair for a little bit.
I didn't even really think about that. We're gonna take your picture. Go ahead and have a seat. We're gonna strap you in so it's not blurry. And just. Why is he wearing that mask? Why is he behind there? Don't worry about it.
Just go ahead and put this potato sack over your head real quick.
I thought this was a picture. It's a picture of the potato sack. Have you ever been a popcorn kernel?
Mm-hmm.
We're a dark bunch.
It's the trauma. Anywho. Oh God, my computer froze. Oh no.
Oh God.
Only if we had an IT guy. Anywho.
I'll try to catch up, man. I'll go back to my notes.
Okay, yeah, my computer actually did just freeze. So, goddamn, I was trying to read an article about Topsy and it fucking froze my computer, man. Fucking Topsy.
Well,
the ghost of Topsy. All right, here we go. All right.
Stomping that hard drive.
Oh, man. All right, so yeah, so as I mentioned before, like, obviously, this is a whole smear campaign. It did not work. Actually, if anything, it made people think electricity itself was dangerous, not DC versus AC. They didn't think that. They just saw electricity bad, essentially. Yeah. However,
all the villagers in a Frankenstein novel.
Honestly, though,
that's kind of what I think of.
Oh yeah. So, thankfully, though, for Westinghouse and Tesla, the World's Fair happened. So we actually did cover this before in another episode about the World's Fair in Chicago. World's Fair Chicago, 1893. That was the first time an entire event was actually fully lit by, fully powered and lit by electricity. Could say powered, but lit by electricity. They had over 200,000 light bulbs at this fair. Over 27 million people attended this event as the show of the future. So, I mean, again, like this is 1893. Imagine you're going to an event and it's nighttime, and instead of like people lighting a lamp, they just flip a switch and everything's lit. Like that had to be insane for people to see at the time.
And all those lights were installed by Jorge, one lone janitor.
Yep, Jorge was a hard working man. They would have deported his ass now. Anywho, so we covered this in another episode. We did cover the World's Fair in Chicago a while ago. Actually, that's one of our older episodes. I feel like.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so we want to hear more about that. Go back, listen to that one. It's pretty good one. So, like I said, Tesla, Westinghouse, they won that contract. Cool, perfect. This eventually led to them winning the Niagara Falls Power Station project, but of course, Corporate greed strikes again. Niagara Falls Power Company, to give you an example of just how big this project was, the falls were reported to make 120,000 horsepower just from the water and some gravity. So
big noisy water.
Big noisy water make big noisy power, if you will. So yeah, thousands of workers working on this project, and they're trying to figure out, of course, a generational use for this. Westinghouse won the contract. Of course, J.P. Morgan was not happy about that, so he launched another smear campaign, essentially doing his best with the use of the media at the time, so newspapers and what have you like that, to spread news that was hurtful or harmful to Westinghouse's name. This caused Westinghouse stocks to just sell off, him losing a ton of money, and him not having the money to actually fund or buy into this bid. So essentially, JP Morgan still, even though he lost, he still won. What ended up happening is Tesla knew this was happening, obviously. He ended up destroying his contract that he had with Westinghouse that was giving him royalties from his inventions, from his patents. He gave it all up. He's like, I just really want the future to be here. I don't care about the profit. I want people to be able to have this in their homes. So we did that. And again, Westinghouse was put back up financially. Eventually, J.P. Morgan lobbied a lawsuit against Westinghouse. It was all bullshit, but he knew that Westinghouse couldn't afford the court costs.
Yeah, that sucks, man. It's like they turn down all that power at the World's Fair, and then they get Niagara Falls, and J.P. Morgan's like, look at all that money they're losing.
Yep.
And that's like the only thought you have. That sucks
corporate greed.
So much, man.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, look at J.P. Morgan now.
Yeah, it's you know what? That's what's crazy, because it's like at that time, if you happen to be that wealthy, you were in a position to now essentially take over the fucking world financially. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Almost right place, right time. You know,
and it's actually kind of fucked up because like J.P. Morgan, being the cutthroat that he was, he realized that Edison was honestly the dead weight of this project. Like the Edison lost, like DC Power fucking lost. Yeah. AC Power is the way of the future, so he didn't really need Edison anymore. Yeah. So he ended up buying him out. So that's why Edison General Electric is just General Electric.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because
he got booted.
He bought him out and then kicked his name off of him, the building.
So I didn't research this at all, but sure. it just kind of dawned. I mean, I want to do some ad hoc research here because of the time period, and we were talking about smear campaigns and whatnot. So another callback to an episode of ours, yellow journalism.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so with William Randolph Hearst, William Randolph Hearst and Thomas Edison had interactions related to journalism and media. And let's see here, under yellow journalism, the term yellow journalism emerged from the fierce competition between Hearst's and Pulitzer. We know this, but Hearst's newspaper empire also used Edison's technology and name recognition to sell newspapers as the Edison name sold copies, quote unquote, and whatnot. So I'm sure there's more there. As far as, again, the smear campaign comment made me think about the time period we're in and other people that we had discussed. And I wish that was something that occurred to me earlier this week. But
that would have been an interesting combination there.
I'm sure there's a lot more because I was curious which side Hearst would be on. Although
I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not either. But still, like, it's sitting here wondering. It made me kind of curious. And so there is, for the listeners, there is something to go check out on your own time. I wish I had thought of that. So.
Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, go back and listen to the episode about the World's Fair and the episode we had about yellow journalism. Those are both pretty good ones. They're a little bit older, but go back and stretch your legs. Or if you have heard it, let's do it again. You might remember some things.
Connect the dots a little better.
It might help.
We need to do Patty Hearst.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep meaning to bring that up.
Put it on the list. We have a lot. So, yeah, as I said, J.P. Morgan took over Edison's company, changed the name to General Electric. He actually ended up making the company at the time worth $1.5 billion after he did this switch over.
God damn.
Because after he kicked Edison out, he ended up hiring Tesla in a capacity. He started buying his patents and shit. And he started actually using Tesla's inventions because he realized that Tesla was better.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Only took his whole fucking life.
Yeah, really. So I didn't really go into their deaths much because, I mean, it's kind of depressing.
Tesla especially.
Tesla's was
Tesla especially
incredibly
because
depressing.
when I was looking that up, did you talk about his royalties, like him giving up his royalties or anything? So
You got it. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So real brief. Westinghouse during the whole Edison war, or current war, Westinghouse was starting to bleed to the point of bankruptcy,
Right.
and what have you, and because Nikola Tesla had worked out I think it was a $2.50 like per horsepower made deal with these generators and these stations, or maybe specifically Niagara, I forget. Either way, turns into a lot of money. And he more or less, it's portrayed. I'm hesitant to say Tesla's the good guy, and I mean just because I think everybody wants to look at Tesla as a good guy versus Edison, but I don't know. But regardless, is the way it's portrayed is that Tesla gave up his royalties, which he did, but he gave up his royalties to better society, which, and I'm not trying to say he didn't. I'm just
Right.
it's very much portrayed in a very certain way, and I don't want to go along with that without knowing for myself. But anyway, especially because it's so easy to make Edison the villain.
He was in the streets electrocuting stray starving animals.
No, I know.
Fuck that guy.
No, I know. I'm not disputing that. That's why I'm saying like it's so easy to make Edison the villain that I think it's also so easy to just say, oh, Tesla's a good guy.
Sure.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm saying.
Every story needs a hero and a villain, right?
Yeah, so like I want to be fair, not just say that he was whatchamacallit, a selfless person, which he might have been. He might have been a selfless person. But anyway,
Sure.
he gave up those royalties to put Westinghouse back into good financial standing.
Right.
And which essentially left him penniless
Yep.
for the rest of his days, functionally penniless.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like I said before, like, there was a contract between him and J.P. Morgan, so he did work for J.P. Morgan again at some point. But there was this project he was doing, and I didn't write this down either. I probably should have. I believe it was on Long Island. He was working on a project for communication towers in Long Island, and the project that he had in mind, the vision he had for it, J.P. Morgan was backing financially. However, after finding out how much it's going to cost, J.P. Morgan cut ties, and the project never finished. So after that is when he was actually pretty much functionally penniless.
Right.
Because the rest of his days were spent living in a hotel room. So, and again, I didn't write any of this down. It's coming off memory.
Yeah.
But if my memory serves, Tesla lived in a hotel room just working on inventions until he died. But he died like 40 years after that. So, like, he was functionally penniless for about 30, 40 years. Yeah. And then he died.
And he was like,
in that hotel room.
And he was like paper thin.
Yeah,
like if you see the pictures of him towards the end of his life.
I guess to kind of answer a little bit of your question was like, because I have like some like experiments Tesla would do compared to some of the stuff Edison would do in the journey to their inventions, and everything Tesla did was on himself.
Oh yeah, no, that's not what I'm disputing.
You know what I mean? So
I'm not even disputing. I'm not disputing anything. That's not what I was necessarily calling into question. It was. I'm saying it's very heavily portrayed as Tesla doing, like, giving up the royalties and this and that for the betterment of society.
Oh yeah,
it could just as easily be him falling on the sword to fuck Edison. That's That's what I mean. I'm hesitant to get into the duality of it because Edison was such a prick. It's very easy to
big-headed fucking prick.
It's very easy to elevate Tesla.
Yeah.
Right. And also be, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the guy at all.
Right.
At all. I don't know enough about him, and I don't want to speak to somebody's better parts without knowing that for myself.
I get it.
Even to like him being so skinny.
He was more ethical though, to your point. Without I'm not disputing that at all.
So like Tesla would do weird shit where he would like do like sleep experiments where he would stay up for like 3 days, 80 hours, something like that. He would like
72, but
on the daily. No, I'm saying he would do more than 3 days.
I'm fucking with you.
But then he would do like where he would like electrocute himself, instead of using animals or using people. Like he would, everything he did was like fucking himself up. So even though he made like the greatest fucking inventions ever, it was at the cost of his own fucking body.
Yeah. No,
because he wasn't sleeping and he was just electrocuting the fuck out of himself.
And I would give anything to read that journal of just 9:32 p.m. September 4th. That hurt.
He's just defibrillating.
I am
himself.
sleepy, and that hurt.
He's like about to die, and he just like zaps himself back. He's like, "We're good. We're good. We're back."
Well, and that's the other thing. When you're surrounded by all this electricity, you probably don't really have to sleep.
It's all natural meth.
Do not try at home.
Do not. So speaking of inventions, though, so I don't know if you had anything else you want to add to that, but
I mean, I do have some inventions. We can kind of go side by side.
Sure, go for it.
Of stuff that they invented. So obviously we know about DC power being Edison, AC being Tesla. The Tesla coil. Did we mention the Tesla coil?
I did not.
Okay, so the Tesla coil was a high voltage transformer used in radio, neon lights, wireless energy. This was going to be Tesla saying I can connect things at a far distance with no fucking wires.
I can power your home through the air.
Wireless fucking power. So that's a really big thing right there.
Oh yeah.
Edison invented the incandescent light bulb, which was not the first, but the most practical and marketable light bulb.
He was the one that figured out a carbon filament to make it stable. Mm-hmm. Or stable is probably the wrong word.
I feel like they just like J.P. Morgan, or not, who was the one that was backing Edison?
That was
J.P. Morgan. He was like, can we just make these light bulbs not last forever?
Right.
Because we need to keep selling these fucking things. So
right.
Like, don't do the good one. Sell them the bad one.
Dude, actually, it's funny, like, because I'm surprised you didn't go with one of the bigger ones from Tesla that you would have noticed, because it was in Red Dead 2.
Oh my God.
So in Red Dead, if anybody out there is listening to play Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a point in the game where you come across this dude and he's in a like standing in front of this little lake and he has this remote controlled boat. And he's like replaying on the remote control and like you the pilot or whatever. That actually was a Tesla invention. Yep. So he was at, I think it was at Central Park.
I forgot
and
about
it. He had a remote controlled boat in the fucking
1898.
Yeah, so 1898.
1898. At least that's what I wrote down. Shown at Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square, my bad. I knew it was New York, but I can't remember where. So yeah, he actually was able to automate a boat guided by remote control in the water.
Yeah, I forgot about that
Which is wild.
That's like one of my favorite side stories of the game.
Oh yeah, because what happens after the next...
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's see. Edison also invented the electric meter, measuring the household consumption. Fuse and safety systems.
Bastard.
We got to figure out how we're going to build these people. All right, Edison. Figure that out before I fire you.
He was the villain.
Tesla invented neon and fluorescent lights. Also, the wireless light bulb, which is powered by induction, lit without wires, which is one of the things he demonstrated. X-ray imaging was another one Tesla invented. He built his own X-ray tube.
Right. Well, it was the stepping stones to X-ray.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, Edison, the phonograph, I believe we mentioned that. The motion picture camera and projector, the kinetoscope, he invented that. Tesla invented the radio. And I don't know which, I'd go with the movie one. That's actually better. I'm going with Tesla on that one.
Yeah.
Tesla, not Tesla, but Edison. Tesla invented the remote control, which, thank you for that, Tesla. That shit's on anything Edison ever invented in his fucking life. The remote control. Don't look at me like that. Don't give me that.
I looked at you.
God damn it.
Yes.
Don't talk to me in that tone.
Yes.
Edison, you threw the fucking wall.
We got a couple more here. Here's a couple weird ones that I found. Talking dolls with mini phonographs. Edison invented that.
He needs to be in the seventh circle of hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teletubbies blame that on Edison.
Yeah, Furbies.
Oh yeah, Furbies. I'm sorry, that's what I was thinking of, Furbies.
I
was thinking of Furbies.
Oh, I didn't. I figured they had talking Teletubbies too.
They probably fucking did.
Furbies. Oh my god.
Concrete furniture and houses is another thing Edison invented.
I'm sorry, what?
Concrete furniture?
Concrete furniture and houses. He tried to mass produce entire buildings from poured concrete.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we had that in the Stone Age. Literally just a slab.
Yeah, we had it in the Stone Age. It just wasn't unionized. But
yeah. Also, an invention that's kind of weird that Edison invented or rumored to invent was the spirit phone, allegedly a device to talk to the dead.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sitting right next to the chronovisor in the Vatican.
And what else? Tesla invented the earthquake machine, a small oscillator that supposedly shook buildings.
Yep.
To kind of measure earthquakes, And the death ray, a directed energy weapon he claimed could end all wars.
Yeah, he actually might have did that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's...
I mean, we briefly talked about on another episode. What was it? Oh, geez, I forgot his name now. The inventor from the Island of Cyprus.
Oh, are you talking about Archimedes?
Archimedes.
That death ray?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, we already really had a death ray, but I mean, it's fine.
I'm more likely to believe the Archimedes one than that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's just Edison with a lantern in front of a gun. I got it. The death ray. You can't see past the lantern. Whammo!
I mean, you are a big proponent of having a gun light.
100%. I just won't false advertise it. I will tell you there's a gun attached to it. I won't tell you that's going to kill the Kaiser from across the Atlantic.
Yeah, those are pretty much that. I mean, there's a bunch. There's
so many.
Yeah.
Hundreds,
again, like we said,
of
a 1,000 patents for the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can go back and forth, but those are some of the notable ones comparatively from Edison to.
I honestly feel like Thomas Edison is who Henry Ford would have been without anti-Semitism.
So okay, because like they're both bad people. Like they're just both bad people. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up into Henry Ford and the Nazis. You'll find out why.
He received the highest award from Nazi Germany that a foreigner could be awarded.
Yep, that's Henry Ford.
We don't talk about it.
Not nearly enough.
We don't talk about it.
Like, not nearly enough. Yeah. Like, the fucking...
I was like, keep driving your Ford. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, do what you got to do, I guess. But, like, that, like, the damn... What was it? One of the Kennedys was a fucking Nazi sympathizer.
Joseph P. Kennedy, the father.
Yeah, again, I want to have a whole episode just talking about historical people that people... Oh, this guy's... No, he's a fucking dick. Nice. I want to have a whole episode about it.
It would be cool. It would be so... hard to not talk about the assassination, but it would be cool to talk about the Kennedy family.
Yeah, we
just
have been because didn't your teacher want to do that?
Yeah. He's like I said, he went into retirement, and I think he's just been enjoying life. So like every time I talk to him, he's like, "Sorry, man, give you a couple weeks,
It's fine." Yeah.
And then he's drinking at 11 a.m. Like eating wings.
Why not?
Like retirement.
Hey, you made it. I get it.
Dude, I was laid off for a month. I didn't do shit. I thought a month's worth of projects around the house. I did them in a week. There was 3 weeks of me just being a piece of shit human, and it was wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need it sometimes.
Wonderful. So I can't imagine what retirement's going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, well, that about sums it up for me on this episode. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add.
No, I pretty much got to everything I had.
Sensational. This is actually one of our shorter episodes. I'm actually not mad about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, if you made it this far in the episode, we appreciate you giving us a listen to. As I mentioned before, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Like, give us, we need more followers.
Yeah, go ahead, click that subscribe.
Yeah,
Follow
please
button.
do. We keep losing subscriber because of these damn women that Ben and John are talking to that keep following us and then unfollowing us. So we need to make up for those damn numbers.
When they leave us, they leave us all. Yeah.
Apparently so. They just faked it when they said they liked our podcast. Hopefully that's the only thing they faked. Anyways, all right, y'all. Thanks for listening to us. We appreciate it, and y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.